Less than a week ago, they were serving sentences for espionage in a U.S. jail. Now, the Cuban Five, as they are called, are being greeted as heroes to thunderous applause in the Cuban National Assembly. They were released as part of the historic agreement announced this week between the United States and Cuba. While everyone has been talking about what will change following the agreement, Cuban President Raul Castro was keen to also remind people what will remain the same.
The economic system that will prevail in our country will continue to be based on socialist ideals in the entire country.
Castro was quick to praise Barack Obama and the groundbreaking nature of what was accomplished to reach an accord, but also indicated that its implementation inside Cuba would be left to the Cuban people themselves.
The changes will continue to take place at the pace we decide here, without risking the unity of the Cuban people, without leaving anybody behind, without any shock measures, and without renouncing this revolution's ideals of social justice.
Here on the streets of Havana and elsewhere in the country, there's still real enthusiasm for this deal and what it could mean in the lives of everyday people. But what most Cubans really want is a complete elimination of the embargo altogether, and the view here is that any opposition to that in the United States is unwarranted.
I think down the road, the most important thing, I think, is that the Cuban people will be better off. And I say to the people who oppose the Cuban government, well, if the Cuban people are better off, the Cuban government is better off. So what? The Cuban people are better off.
That, too, was a message from the Cuban president, who ended his speech in familiar style. Long live Cuba, long live Fidel Castro, he concluded, hearkening back to the past, in a country still figuring out a brand new future that is now upon them, even if it will take time to fully realize. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Havana.